I just got word from the shelter that they have a 2-year-old Cocker Spaniel that was surrendered by their old family. They said the reason they gave him up is because they were moving, but he's now stuck behind bars with his options running out quickly.
Hi, there you are. Hi. Oh, you're excited. I know. Is that your way of telling me to come in? Okay.
Unlike some of the other dogs at the shelter, 2-year-old Rio knows what it's like to have a home of his own.
All right, I like you already.
Now behind bars, he's eager to be part of a family again.
You want to get out of here, don't you? All right. Try that on.
Oh, you want to get out of here bad, don't you? Okay.
I don't blame you. Come on. And free.
Because Rio appears to be carrying some extra weight, Brandon decides to schedule the checkup with Dr. Nardi.
Hi, Brandon.
Hey, Dr. Nardi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
Hi. Who is this?
This is Rio. I just picked him up from the shelter. Unfortunately, his family said they were moving away. They couldn't keep him, so now we're here.
Very cute. Okay, any pertinent history I should know about from the shelter?
Not that I know about, but as you can see, he's a little overweight.
I mean, in general, in all dogs, when they're a little overweight, you know, we worry about the extra pressure on their knees, their hips, essentially all the joints in their body. And with this particular breed, Cocker Spaniels, they tend to be prone to like patelloluxation, you know, changes of the knee, changes of the hip.
Yeah.
So I think we probably want to cut back on his food a little bit.
Yeah, good idea.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at his eyes. Good job. Eyes are nice and clear. Eardrum looks good. All right, let's take a look at your teeth. I'd say teeth have mild to moderate tartar. Hi. So once he gets to his new home, they may want to consider having his teeth cleaned. Okay.
From there, Dr. Nardi checks Rio's joints, belly, and coat, and listens to his heart and lungs.
Good, heart and lungs sound very good. Okay, so I'm giving him a clean bill of health, but let's be proactive and get him started on Cosequin, which is a joint supplement. I think if he's got healthy joints, then he'll be able to run more, exercise more, and that's really gonna help him lose the weight. Because he's a whole 40 pounds, he'll take 2 chews a day for 4 to 6 weeks, and then he'll take 1 a day for maintenance. And even if he loses a few pounds, like he should still be in that same weight range.
So what do you think is a good target weight for him?
I would say ideally the low 30s. So aim to lose at least 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And if we lose a little more, even better.
Perfect.
Okay, so any other questions?
No, besides that, he is good to start training, correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dr. Nardi.
You're welcome.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch, Rio becomes the newest lucky dog in training.
Look at you. It's like you've had a collar on before.
All right, let's go meet the pack. Come on, this way. All right, let him in.
Go easy on him, guys. You know the rules.
All right, go on. Go make some friends. Welcome to the Lucky Dog Patch.
It doesn't take long for this social spaniel to fall in with his new pack. But what he needs most is a forever home. Luckily, there's a potential new adopter on the horizon.
My name is Andrea. I live in Rancho Cucamonga with my 4-year-old daughter. Her name is Miracle, and she's on the autistic spectrum. Me and Miracle like to go to the beach, we like to travel, we go to parks, we do a lot of arts and crafts.
And one of their favorite pastimes is photography.
Photography is a passion of mine, and it's also a form of bonding for me and Miracle. She loves having her photograph taken.
Though Miracle is outgoing, Andrea thinks the addition of a new dog would help her both socially and emotionally.
Our last dog was the cockapoo. Her name was Jasmine, and about 3 years ago, she passed away of cancer. Miracle became very lonely. Right now, it is the perfect time to get a dog because it would help her with her communication skills and social skills, and she'll have a new best friend.
Because Andrea and Miracle have experience with Cocker Spaniels, Rio could be a good match. But first, he'll need to get his education.
All right, what do you know? Today I'll be doing an assessment of Rio and his knowledge of the 7 common commands. Sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no.
Do you know a sit? You can, look at you. Do you know how to stay?
He had not a clue what stay meant. He also had no idea what lie down meant. And his heel was actually so-so. I'll give him a C+. He does not know much, so I have a lot of work to do with this dog. And on top of all this, he's also a jumper. So the first thing I think I'll do with him is stop his little jumping habit when I ask him to sit. And the way I do this is very simple. All I'm gonna do is step on the leash.
Show me the sit. Yeah, you can't jump. What happened? That's a sit. Good. Come here. Give me a sit. Good. Nice.
After about 3 or 4 tries, he realizes that leash is gonna stop him dead in his tracks when he starts jumping up.
Same thing. Give me a sit.
From there, Brandon removes his foot from the leash altogether.
Good. Nice.
By the end of the session, I would simply say the word sit, and that little jumping habit was in the rearview mirror.
Not long ago, 2-year-old Rio was one of the lucky dogs that had a home of his own. But that charmed life came to an end when his family moved and sadly surrendered him to the shelter. Now, he's got a second chance. But before this overweight spaniel goes to a new family, he'll need to shed a few pounds.
All right, 39 pounds. You gotta lose some weight, buddy. Come on.
Go get it. Go get it.
To get Rio in better shape, Brandon incorporates exercise into his daily routine.
Good boy. Come on, Rio. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh.
He starts slow
Go get it.
with a game of fetch.
Go get it. Go get it.
Rio enjoys the playtime, but it isn't long before this out-of-shape pup gasses out.
Come on. That's enough for today. Good boy.
While Rio takes a much-needed break, Brandon sets off for Rancho Cucamonga to meet up with potential adopter Andrea and her 4-year-old daughter, Miracle.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for meeting me. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living? What do you do for hobbies?
I am a stylist and I love photography. I take a lot of pictures of my daughter. She has a very photogenic smile.
I assume that's your daughter behind me.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about her. I understand that she is autistic.
Miracle is nonverbal and she does a form of sign language, moderately.
Yeah. Does she say any words at all?
She says a few.
That right there potentially poses a problem for Miracle and Rio in the future. How is she going to give Rio commands? It's not necessarily a deal breaker, but it does change the whole dynamic of the situation.
So has there been a dog in your house since she's been around?
We had one dog, her name was Jasmine, and she was a cockapoo. Miracle and Jasmine were inseparable, and they were super attached.
So a dog would definitely be a huge asset in her life.
Yes. She needs someone to be able to play with, and it would actually help her with her social skills and communication.
What kind of dog are you looking for?
One that's energetic, that's really loving, a family-oriented dog.
I do have one that I think would be a perfect match for you and your daughter. He's a Cocker Spaniel. He's about 2 years old. He seems sweet so far, but I'm just getting to know him. Obviously, I have to test him with kids to see if he's good with them. And there's a lot of training that I would have to do that would be tailor-made to specifically your daughter.
The conversation with Brandon went pretty great. He's gonna help Miracle find a dog, a new best friend.
So on that note, I'm gonna get back to the ranch and continue training him, and I'll be in touch.
Sounds perfect.
After initially tipping the scales at almost 40 pounds, Rio's fitness program is now in full swing. He's taking his supplements and joining Brandon on daily jogs around the neighborhood, which includes some inclines that will help Rio build his endurance. As the days go by, Brandon slowly adds more and more resistance. First by using an empty backpack, then weighting down the backpack using water bottles. All of the hard work is paying off.
35. Look at you.
Now that Rio is on track physically,
Give me a down.
it's time to work on his mental game with the common commands.
Give me a down.
There's not one method to teach a down for every dog. You have to decide in the moment what works best for that particular animal.
Give me a lie down.
In the case of Rio, I first tried the classic L-shaped down, and he almost made it down, but his elbows were still about an inch above the platform. This is where I switched to another technique.
Give me a down. There you go. Good. No.
This right here is a classic case of a diva dog. Some dogs do not like their elbows touching a hard surface, such as the case of Rio. So I walk back to the dog closet and I grab a soft padded mat.
All right, let's try this. All right, give me a sit. And give me a down. Give me a lie down. There you go. Good. That made the difference.
It's a lot easier to teach a dog a down command on a dog bed. And the reason why is because they associate the dog bed with lying down and going to sleep. Give me a sit, and then a down. Good, that's a down. I see you like your elbows on something soft, don't you? So over and over, I got him to understand the word down on his bed, until eventually he was conditioned. Now he understood what that word meant. Good, that's a down. He now has the down command.
It's been a busy few weeks for Rio. Not only has this Cocker Spaniel mastered the 7 common commands, but he's also hit his target weight, slimming down to a svelte 33 pounds.
I'll take it. All right, buddy, good job. Come on.
With basic training out of the way, Brandon starts to focus on Rio's placement. Since potential adopter Andrea has a 4-year-old daughter, Brandon first tests Rio around kids.
Who wants to make him sit? We're gonna say, sit, just like that. And then when he sits, I'm gonna give him a treat. There you go. There you go.
No surprise, easygoing Rio passes with flying colors. But living in a home with Miracle, who's on the autism spectrum, will also require an extra level of training.
When I did the home visit with Andrea, I found out that her daughter Miracle is nonverbal. But just because she doesn't speak, it doesn't mean I want to take away the opportunity for her to actually give her dog commands. And there's a very simple solution to this. I'm going to teach Rio sign language. Rio's already been trained to many of the 7 common commands, but he's been trained with the verbal command. So now, instead of saying the verbal command, I simply use my hand motion. So for the sit, my hand goes up. Eventually it clicks for him. Good. Each time I do this, he sits a little quicker. So day after day, we worked on this. A week later, he was responding to every command I was giving silently. He now is trained to sign language.
But Brandon has one last trick up his sleeve for Andrea and Miracle.
Andrea is a photographer, but furthermore, she tells me that it lights up Miracle's world when she sees a dog dressed up in outfits. And given Miracle's condition, a smile is absolutely priceless. So today, Rio will be getting his first introduction into doggy fashion. All I'm looking for is to see if Rio is either comfortable in the outfits or uncomfortable. So first up is the shark outfit. Then we do that, then the shark. Eat your head, like so, and you pose for the camera. And just like Rio with everything else, his tail did not stop wagging. Good, all right. I like how still you are too. Perfect for photography.
Once Rio cuts his teeth on the first costume, the floodgates of fashion are officially open.
There we go. Now you look professional. I would definitely answer my door for you. All in all, Rio did not seem to mind these outfits whatsoever. Look at me. Oh, there you go. There you go. He seems to be a very confident dog, and that makes me happy because I have a feeling that this right here is going to bring a big smile to Miracle's face.
After being surrendered to the shelter by his original family, all Rio wanted was a new home to call his own. Now, after a month of training at Lucky Dog Ranch, he finally gets his wish.
Hi, how are you?
Amazing. How about you?
I had Andrea and Miracle come out here to the ranch. They had no idea that I had a special surprise for them. She want to say hi?
Hey.
He's soft, you can pet him.
Seeing Rio for the first time was such a breath of fresh air.
Want to give him a treat?
Give it to Rio.
He'll definitely take a treat. There you go.
Good job.
Now he's your best friend.
After giving them some time to bond, Brandon reveals the extent of Rio's training.
He's been trained off sign language.
Wow.
This is for her. So as time goes on, she's gonna start learning and understanding the commands. I can show you just the basics on how to do it. So the sit is very simple. All I do is this. That's it. This is a sit, that's a down. That's a stay. There's no verbal command needed, but if you want to say sit, he'll sit too.
Okay, so he can do verbal and nonverbal.
Yes.
That's perfect for her. I'm very grateful that Brandon has taught Rio silent commands since Miracle is nonverbal, and it gives her a chance to be able to interact more with Rio.
Watch this. You don't even have to say anything. You just do this. That's it. Want to try it? Watch. We're gonna wait for him to sit. There you go. Now give it to him.
Good.
There you go. Just like that.
As I'm watching Miracle through this whole process, I was expecting to see a smile, but it didn't happen. Then I had an idea how to change that. Miracle, look. Look at this. And just like that, we saw the smile that we were looking for.
It's funny, huh?
Look, he wants to give you a package.
Seeing Rio in the costume is pretty cute and hilarious. Miracle thinks it's super hilarious.
You brought your camera, right?
I did.
Go get it. We'll get some pictures up over them.
As Andrea snaps away, Miracle and Rio show off their newfound friendship. And soon, it was time for one last costume change.
You know what that is? Okay, now watch. Ready? And... I know. And then ready? 1, 2, 3. Just like that. You know what that means? It means he's all yours. I think that's a smile. That's the one I was waiting for.
But for every hello comes a goodbye.
So long, buddy. You be good. He's all yours.
Thank you, Brandon.
You're welcome.
The shelter just contacted me. They have a 1.5-year-old Anatolian shepherd that was turned in by his old family. Apparently, they got him to guard livestock, and he was not doing his job well because he's too nice. Everyone at the shelter says he is the nicest dog ever. He's calm, he's sweet, he's the whole package, which is exactly what I've been looking for a while. So if I get down there and I like what I see, my search could be over.
Hi. Look at you. You are gorgeous. Oh, yeah, you are big, you're pretty.
And I'll bet you $1 million you're sweet. Let's find out. Let me in there.
Anatolian shepherds are known for guarding livestock and driving off predators.
All right.
But as Brandon quickly learns, Atticus is much more of a lover than a fighter.
What are you doing in here, huh?
You're too big to be in here.
All right, come on. You and I are going for a little drive. Come on.
Before Brandon can determine whether or not Atticus has service dog potential, they have to visit the vet.
Hello.
Hey, Dr. Nardi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
You brought me a very big puppy.
This might be a record, yeah. This is Atticus.
So what are your plans with him? He's going to a new family, or?
He checks out, and with a good bill of health from you, I'd like to train him to become a physical assist service dog.
So because he's a large breed dog, I worry about his hips,
Yeah.
his knees, his elbows, his shoulders.
Yeah.
So I'll do a full exam, and then I'm going to get some good x-rays of everything, just to make sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and peek in his ears real quick. Good. Clean ear. Good job.
Good
2
boy.
clean ears. Teeth are beautiful. Good. Belly feels soft, not painful. I don't feel any weird masses. So let me just go ahead and take a listen to him. Good. Heart and lungs sound good. And I think what I'll do, because we're going to sedate him for x-rays, I'll examine his joints then.
Okay.
I would say he looks very healthy, just on exam.
Yeah.
Okay? Because again, he's a large breed dog. I worry about his hips, his knees, his elbows, his shoulders. There's various diseases and forms of arthritis that these dogs can develop.
Yeah.
So I'd like to be proactive, especially because he's gonna be a working dog.
Yeah.
And I'd like to get him on Cosequin.
Okay.
We'll get him started on that. That can help maintain and support healthy joints.
Okay.
Okay? And a working dog with healthy joints means he can run that much faster, he can climb that many more stairs, he can go uphill, downhill, whatever you need him to do.
Absolutely.
So because he's obviously over 60 pounds, he will take 3 chews a day
Okay.
for 4 to 6 weeks, and then he'll be on 2 a day for maintenance.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll give you this. We'll go ahead, take him to the back, and take x-rays, and I'll give you a call with those results.
Okay, great.
After a quick set of x-rays, Atticus and Brandon are soon on their way. Make sure to talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. With a clean bill of health, Atticus is ready for his red training collar.
All right, come here. Off with this, and on with this. All right, come on. Let's go meet the pack.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, and you're free. Go play. Make friends, have fun. Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch.
While playing with the Lucky Dog pack, Atticus shows even more of the sweet nature that disqualified him from life as a guard dog. But it's this gentle spirit that just might make him the perfect companion for Christina Masta.
I'm 15. I live in Franklin, North Carolina with my mom. I have a problem with depth perception and seeing. So if I come up to a curb or stairs, then I kind of feel with my foot where the end of the step is because I can't exactly see it.
She was born 1 pound, 1 ounce and was in the hospital for 163 days. She had a brain tumor and they determined that she had retinopathy of prematurity, which is when a baby gets too much oxygen, the retina blood vessels start growing together. So she needed to have emergency surgery. And there were some complications.
So I think having a dog would help me maneuver and get around better.
Because Christina isn't completely blind, she didn't qualify for many of the Seeing Eye Dog programs, and every trainer that she and her mom reached out to turned them down. In desperation, they wrote to Brandon asking for help.
We had been searching since she was 9 years old, and I must have had 500 no's, and I finally got a yes. And so I'm hoping our search is over.
And while there is reason for hope, it's still far too soon to know if Atticus is the dog the Mostas have been searching for. Before Brandon can begin any rigorous training, he needs to assess what Atticus knows now.
Today I'll be doing Atticus's assessment of his knowledge of the 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no.
Do you know a sit? Look at you, you know a sit.
And then I have him lie down,
Down.
and he does not know what I'm talking about.
Do you lie down? Do you understand a word that I'm saying?
Follow that up with a no.
No, 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 no.
He has not a clue what that is either.
Oh, but you know how to roll on your sides and get belly rubs. Okay, we'll do that after. Come on. Let's finish the assessment.
And then I have him stay.
Stay. That is not a stay.
His heel is surprisingly good,
Not bad at all. And we heel.
as well as his recall.
Come.
I called him to me, he ran right to me, no problem. And last but not least, there was no need for the off.
Are you a jumper? Are you a jumper at all? Are you a jumper? Do you jump on people? I'm glad you don't, because you would knock somebody over.
So now I know what he knows, and more importantly, what he doesn't know. I have a game plan.
Months ago, Brandon got a letter from a mom seeking a physical assist service dog for her visually impaired daughter. Since then, Brandon's been on the lookout for a large dog with the right mix of qualities. When he meets the gentle Atticus, Brandon senses a promising candidate. But before he can move ahead, Brandon needs to talk with the family and find out exactly what Christina needs from a canine companion.
Michelle and Christina happen to be in California, so I invited them both up to the ranch to see if Christina's a good match for him. So first time in California?
First time in California.
How you liking it?
It's hot.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun?
We do Chinese martial arts, and we also go horseback riding.
Yep.
And
Hiking.
So tell me a little bit about your disability.
I'm visually impaired.
she sees spots. It's almost like if you took wax paper and poked holes in it and put it over your eyes.
How well can you walk by yourself, Christina?
When it comes to stairs, that's confusing.
Or uneven surfaces or shadows.
I don't know if it's a step down, because like they all look the same.
All I'm doing the whole time when she's talking is trying to itemize in my head what exactly I could train a dog to do for her. What makes you most uncomfortable?
Curbs.
Curbs. And so when you get to these curbs, what do you think a dog could do for you? How could a dog help you?
The dog could stop at the curb until I figure it out.
So you want the dog to be able to indicate there's a curb ahead?
Yes.
So the question that comes to my mind is, can I train Atticus to recognize a step or a curb when he comes to it and stop and guide her up or down? That's the million-dollar question. I don't know the answer yet. I do have a dog in mind that I think might be perfect for what she needs. It's an Anatolian Shepherd. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that breed.
No, we're not.
Very tall, very sweet, very calm personality. I'm just getting to know him right now. He's here on the property, but I do have a general rule. I don't introduce people to dogs at this point because I don't want anyone falling in love before we figure out if this is the right dog for you. I explained to them in detail that I don't do guide dogs, but this is a little bit different. This is not a guide dog because Christina can actually see. This dog is simply going to assist you with simple tasks. And the other thing that really concerns me here is the size difference between Atticus and Christina. Atticus weighs upwards of 130 pounds. Christina weighs much less. Can she handle a dog this size? If she can't, the deal is totally off. Half the game is getting the dog trained. The other half of the game is getting you trained. And you have to be up for that task, Christina.
I think we're up for the task.
Yeah.
Over the years, I've been called to train all kinds of service dogs for all kinds of disabilities, but I've never had a challenge like this. All right, come on, I'll see you out.
1.5-year-old Atticus is enjoying his time at the Lucky Dog Ranch. He's playing with his fellow ranch mates, taking his supplements, and making great progress learning the 7 common commands. His intelligence makes him a promising potential service dog, and he's anxious to begin training for his new job.
Because of their size difference, I have to make it as easy as possible for Christina to walk Atticus. Best way to do this is with a tool known as the head halter.
Nice and easy.
We walk back and forth in the barn over and over, and after about 15 minutes, Atticus is now acclimated to the head halter.
While the head halter will make it easier for Christina to control Atticus, this harness will allow Atticus to guide Christina up and down stairs and curbs. Once the harness is fitted to Atticus, he gets his official in-training patches, and it's time to begin.
Atticus is now ready for the basic fundamentals of the step training. Whenever he hits a step, a curb, or a stairway, anything at all where the ground changes, he has to completely stop in his tracks.
Forward.
The first step in the process is teaching him what the word forward means.
Forward.
Once Atticus has learned to move when Brandon
Stay.
gives the command forward,
Forward.
Brandon adds the next step in the process.
The next day, I put the training pedestal right in the dead center of the barn.
Forward.
He has to understand that whether we're going up or down,
Forward.
he has to stop right at the edge of the curb.
Forward. Good boy. Forward. Good boy. Forward. Good boy.
Brandon and Atticus practice going up, across, and down the pedestal. At each change in elevation, Atticus has a job.
Good boy.
We repeat this process over and over. By the time Atticus meets Christina, he needs to have this down flawlessly. There is absolutely no room for error when it comes to this technique.
Forward.
With Brandon's guidance, Atticus has worked hard at learning how to indicate the presence of a step up or down.
Forward.
Now it's time for Atticus to test his new skills in the real world.
Forward.
Starting around the Lucky Dog Ranch,
Good boy. Forward.
then around the neighborhood,
Forward.
and finally to a new location with plenty of distractions. Once Atticus has mastered curbs,
Forward.
it's time for the advanced class.
One of the best ways to find out where you're at in the training of a service dog is to try your hardest to mimic the disability of the person you're training the dog for. In the case of Christina, although she can see something, she can't see that well.
Forward.
So today, I completely blindfold myself and use Atticus for exactly what he was trained for. I can't see anything. I'm relying on him to see things for me.
Forward.
As the session went on, Atticus and I became much more of a team.
Forward.
And once we hit the bottom, I had to turn back around and we had to go back up. One step at a time, Atticus is guiding me up these steps.
Forward.
With each passing step, I got more comfortable
Forward.
because I was realizing that Atticus was ready for this. He was doing exactly what he was trained to do.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come here.
And by the time we hit the top, there was only one thing left to do.
Good boy.
Atticus has earned his green graduation collar.
You are definitely ready to meet your new handler. Come on.
After months of specialized training, Atticus is finally ready to meet Christina. But school isn't out yet. This pair has a lot of work to do together before Brandon will feel confident handing over the reins.
Hi.
Hey, Brandon.
How was the flight? Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Christina, how are you?
Good.
When I walked in the barn with Atticus, he went right to Christina.
Who's that?
Christina, put your hand out.
He's so beautiful. Look how gentle he is.
Look at that. He already loves you.
What kind of thoughts are going through your mind right now?
I love him.
You love him? Good. So I'll tell you what, why don't you take the rest of the day to get to know him, have fun, do whatever you want. But you and I have a lot of work to do this week, okay?
Okay.
First thing in the morning, we're gonna get right to it, so you better be ready, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll see you then. All right, you ready? I'm gonna do a couple times, and I'm gonna have you take over, okay? Say, forward. I had to teach Christina everything I know in 10 days or less, so we started with the absolute basics.
Forward.
Every day I taught her something else. Good, now forward.
Forward.
There, now feel yourself down.
Christina proves to be a quick study, and before long, Brandon takes training outside.
Forward. Forward.
Good, just like that. It came as no shock to me what a great student Christina was. She wanted this more than anything. She does not want to quit, and that's exactly what I wanted to see out of her. And as the days went on, I had to start separating myself from them.
Now have him lie down, just like we trained.
As I gave Christina a walkie-talkie, now I started hanging back.
Here, give him a treat.
Praise him. Good.
Perfect. Just like that.
For the next several days, Brandon watches as Christina and Atticus grow more and more confident with each other.
Perfect.
At this point, it's almost complete, but there was still one thing left that I needed Christina to prove to me, that she could not only handle life's little obstacles, but also the big ones.
Forward.
Good. Keep walking, Christina.
Wait. Okay. Forward. Forward.
Perfect. You're doing great.
When I saw Atticus and Christina connect, it gave me a sense of relief because this is a life-changing event. After years of searching for a dog, it was really cool to see that she'll have somebody.
When I saw that, that was it for me.
Forward.
There was no doubt in my mind that this dog is ready, and Christina is definitely ready to take her new dog home. At that point, I made it official.
So what do you think, Christina? How's he feel?
He's great.
Think he's gonna make your life easier?
Yes. I'm gonna be more confident in myself.
Well, I think you proved that this last few days. Do me a favor.
Atticus officially becomes a service dog.
You wanna put it on him?
Yeah.
Come on. You ready? It's all yours. Take care of him.
Thank you.
You be good. See you later. See you guys.
Hi. Thank you.
Atticus wasn't cut out for guard duty, but in his second career, he's found both purpose and a loving home.
He's gonna help me become more independent. He has made my life a lot easier.
I'm very thankful for Brandon because he listened. This really is a game changer.
From hopeless to a home, that's my mission. One dog at a time.